Hey guys, welcome back. It is yet another episode of fucking horrible decisions. Jesus. We are like at episode 70 something, 80, 90, 100. We don't even know.
But I want to say we may have crossed over 69.
Definitely cross over 69 by now.
I just tried to get my 69 voice on.
This your girl, Mandy B.
I'm Wheezy.
And we are here with a lovely, lovely guest. I hope you guys have enjoyed so many of our past guests. We have brought yet another podcast brethren onto the show.
And a black gay. That's what's important. Hold on. I just had a... Have I met you?
But yes.
Not in the studio. Did I meet you before that?
Yes, you did. We met.
You came up to me at that party.
At a Brownies party. Yes.
At the
Brownies party.
It was a Rock Nation event or something, right?
No, it was they worked at Rock Nation at the time, but it was a brownie. It was a brownie.
Were you the person that flipped your phone and showed me that you were listening to it?
I think so. Like I was like showing you like, Dry, I just started listening this week.
God, I was so high.
Well, if you guys don't know the voice or don't recognize the voice, we have Mr. Savoy from the EatPrayThot podcast. And that is spelled thought.
Yes.
T-H-O-T. So
I was like, it spelled what, bitch?
Is you a thought?
Shit.
I like to refer. Hi everyone. I like to refer to myself as a thought ally.
A thought ally.
Yes,
Explain
a thought
that.
ally. So I support the thoughts.
I
believe in equal. Well, I have moments. I have periods and times, but I think whenever I say the name, people think I automatically am fucking everything walking.
Okay.
Which I'm totally
the same way as our horrible decisions podcast.
Which I'm totally in support of.
I fuck everything driving.
Huh? I'm not fucking everything walking. I wish I was. I really do wish I was getting more dick than I.
I think we all wish we were getting more dick than what
So
we
y'all
want.
get more dick than...
because you have the bussy. Can you talk about what a bussy is? Really quick. Fuck that. I want us to know because I want you to reference this throughout the show, and I need people to understand what a bussy is.
Okay, so the bussy is essentially butt plus pussy.
Oh, I thought it was boy pussy.
Some people say it's boy pussy, but I just prefer butt.
You know that
butt
pussy? So that boy pussy.
Nah, boy pussy just don't. It ain't got the same.
It doesn't have the same thing as bussy.
But yeah, like butt plus pussy. So
butt
it's
pussy.
bussy. So if you follow me on Twitter, all my titles always have something like my surnames on Twitter always have bussy somewhere in it. So right now it currently says, "Don't hide that bussy, divide that bussy." Prior to that, it was the best bussy period because I'm inspired by City Girls period.
So I heard
Check
your
you
bussy.
out.
I've listened to your podcast on the way here, and I want to say, y'all, I really enjoyed the quality of it. You ain't sound like you was in no bathroom or nothing.
No,
you know
you
what
know.
I'm saying?
It's good. It's
That
good.
shit
I'm
was
a
like,
classy bird. I'm a
Yes,
flamingo. I'm a
Wait,
flamingo.
not
Shit.
flamingo.
I'm a flamingo.
and
Like
you
I'm
had
a bird, but I'm a
bussy
classy
pep
bird.
talk.
Yes, so Bussy Pep Talk. So
Great
every
segment.
episode, well, actually we just started that, but Bussy Pep Talks is just essentially one reason why me and my guests either love ourselves or we're proud of ourselves for the week, because I realize that a lot of times we don't necessarily big ourselves up. I know I'm one of those people that's like, oh, I'm just so humble.
Not
so
me.
I don't necessarily like to be like, nah, I'm the baddest bitch in America.
That's
so
right,
every
all
week
day.
I like to tell myself.
Why?
Well, I'm working, the thing is, I'm healing and I'm working on,
Okay.
Why
are
Mental
you putting
health,
your hands
self-help.
towards
because
for your
all
bussy?
my greatness is in my bussy.
I know,
That's
I
where
I got
all
a spiritual cleansing today, and she was touching my close to my groin. And I was like, why is she down there? And she's like, this is where your root chakra is.
Yes,
I was like,
come on.
she's like, and you have some darkness here. I said, well, all my sex is good. She was like, well, it's not only that, everything comes from the root. We need to clear your root. And I was like, well, bitch, clear it out.
Yeah, pretty much. So maybe I need to go get my
Bruh,
bussy.
it was just like She's Gotta Have It. Like, that bitch had me in a floral tub and shit. It was really, I mean, you know what?
Sounds like a waste of money to me.
It was amazing. It felt great.
wanna
to
get
me.
my
Flower tub.
I want to get my
No,
bussy cleansed.
I think it was worth it. I mean, I put money into a single Dominican mother's pocket. I'm fine with it.
I
know what?
guess.
If the money was worth
Come
it
on,
to
support
me,
the
it made
single
me feel
Dominican
good.
mamas.
So what we like to do with guests is something called an icebreaker.
Yes.
And because you have such a
Y'all, why am I low-key nervous?
What?
Don't
Don't be nervous.
I don't know why I'm low-key nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Wait, I just got to...
I mean, you're a thought
It's
ally.
something called an icebreaker.
You know, and
If you never knew.
And we're switching it up. Normally, we do like the icebreaker, but this time we're gonna do something called Eat, Pray, Thot
Okay, I'm ready.
for
I'm down.
our
Come on.
icebreaker.
Okay.
So for
I'm ready.
the
I'm ready.
Eat segment,
Yes.
we gonna go ahead and ask.
Have you ever ate bussy?
Oh, yes.
That was a joke.
No, I was like.
That was a joke. That actually was not. But do you have because it was giving or receiving oral, but it's along the same line.
I love to suck dick.
Okay.
However,
you ain't licking ass?
I do. I have licked an ass.
What, you have licked ass?
I have licked ass.
I thought this was how you joined the gay community.
No. So some people I'll sit on a nigga's face in 5 seconds or less.
Okay.
You know what you making me think of? Bitches that don't eat pussy in a threesome. So you not eating ass?
I will eat. I have.
You have.
I've licked there, but I've never
the gooch or the ass. There's a difference.
No, I've gone in the ass.
Oh, you've gone in the hole.
I've done it once or twice.
That doesn't count.
I mean,
once or twice.
I'm just being honest.
That doesn't count.
You know what we about to call you? Eat, pray, blank.
No. Because first of all, I'm sucking dick so well that I feel like I don't have to.
You made up for that.
I don't have to eat your ass.
I mean, it's just a bonus. It's not necessary.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Bonus.
But I'm also a person.
Do you feel like balls are necessary?
So you know what? I'm not particularly big on balls.
It depends what they look like. I don't like the ones that seem like they're deflated stress balls.
The ones that real close.
It feels
up
like there's that massage gel.
And it's just I like them to hang just a little bit, but not too much either. I hate ones that hang too low.
But I also realize
if they're tight up there, doesn't that mean you?
Mine's when I
need to come. What is it?
Mine's personally, whenever I'm erect, my balls are up there.
They shrink up.
Yeah, they go up, and then they hang when they're just regular every day.
Well, I've seen niggas been hanging low with the hard dick.
Really?
Yeah,
so what that mean?
that's what I'm saying.
I've seen that
I
too.
don't like
is that age?
I don't know. I've seen both.
I don't like to hang low.
Maybe
I
that's
don't mind to hang low when sucking. If you're going to put them in your mouth, it's easier to get them because if they're tight up there, you gotta
right. I got
it's
it.
A lot.
So have you ever included food into the bedroom?
I don't think I have. What I think.
Ice
have you ever licked something off of
someone?
Like,
yeah, I think chocolate syrup, but
okay.
nothing
Really? I think that's elementary. I think
one time,
right?
When I was younger, I was dumb.
But I also still feel like
who has chocolate syrup?
No, but it'd be advanced for me.
It
to
was
go
it was college days when you was doing by dumb shit,
and just be like, "You ready?" Like it feels weird.
I mean,
it was college days when you do stupid shit because you like, ooh, let me try it.
Let me try the whipped cream. All
that
extra shit.
Okay,
so we're gonna go now into pray.
Yes.
And so I decided to bring this up because if you guys listen to the swinger episode that was just on, our guest Gabe said that he went into the bathroom and prayed for his dick to get hard in a threesome because it wouldn't get up. So my question to you is, have you ever prayed for anything sex related? And if so, what?
So number one, I cursed during prayer.
You curse during prayer?
Yeah, I curse all the time. God knows my heart and my pussy.
But a curse word like what?
I always tell people, God knows my heart and my pussy.
Dude, can that be the next fucking episode title? I don't care who, even if it's not his.
He knows. He knows my heart and my pussy, so I cuss during. But I think I have prayed for sex.
I just want to
because God, once again, God knows my heart. So if I say God, I really would like to meet a man, but He knows I want to have sex, why lie to God? He already knows.
God knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So I'm God, I really need some dick.
Right.
And the last time, I think the last time it happened, because this past.
Oh, share it.
So this past summer, I was really, really horny, and I just I had a series of trips back to back. So I went to LA for BET Awards, and then I went straight to New Orleans after that, and I came back to New York, and I was just everything in my body was I need some dick.
Right.
So I was hitting niggas up that I would normally never even hit up, and just randomly I was just in the house, and I was we're literally about to give up. I was because it's 9, 10 o'clock. I was I'm not getting no dick tonight. I'm not getting
And you prayed.
No, I was just I didn't pray per se, but I was I was really I really, really, really I was
you ain't say, dear Lord Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't say, dear Lord Jesus.
Because,
I watched this Oprah speech, and she said, you don't get what you hope for, you get what you believe. And I really believe, I'm going to get some dick.
Maybe it's not like you're praying to God. Maybe you have, so there is, do you believe in, you know how Hindu culture has alternate gods? They have other gods?
No, I just believe God.
And deity?
Right. I mean, no, I'm not saying.
But there might be a sexual God in your favor that you could be speaking to.
Yeah, and I don't believe in, the manifest, there's only one God. Whatever your God is, whatever, I don't believe in necessarily, I'm not a person who's big on religion.
God you spoke to.
Look, and it's possible, but he sent me some dick randomly. It's a random motherfucker that I only went on one date with who's can I come over? And I was sure. Like, he was like, I'm just having a bad day. And, like, he was like, I just want to just be around someone else. And I was like, sure, come on over.
That's funny.
And then before I knew it,
you were like this?
Oh, my God.
Right. I actually just prayed for my period to come on early because I'm going on a trip as well. And I want to make sure my period is not on because I want to do some fucking and sucking. And so I did pray for my period to come on early. And I thought that was like valid.
God knows your heart.
I mean, he knows why I want my period to come early.
Menstruating is a self-cleaning oven, and maybe you just want to clean yourself earlier.
A little earlier. That's it. I literally just want it. And so now to the thoughts question.
Yes.
We're going to be easy for a little bit.
Okay.
So the first one is, would you rather not have sex for a year or not get head for a year?
I've done both. So
what?
Whoa.
Let me ask you all of us in the room are like, excuse me?
You are attractive and you look fit, and I haven't seen your bussy, but
wait, how did you go a year without both?
I've gone longer than a year.
Why?
Just because.
Don't give me no pray shit.
No, no, it wasn't like no abstinence shit. Honestly, like, people don't ever believe me, but like, I don't go after, like, I'm not the person that, like, I'm not like, I've gotten more aggressive over the last couple of years.
How old are you?
But like, I'm 32.
And you ain't getting no dick?
I mean, I've so much.
I've been getting more. No. I've been getting, like, hold on, y'all. Let me explain.
No. Right? He's like, I'm feeling attacked at this moment.
I feel like no. So if y'all know, so first of all, from July until March of 2017 to March of motherfucking 2018, I've gotten like the most, like, I was on like a streak, and I was like surprised at my goddamn stuff. I was like, oh my god.
How many in the streak? What's the streak?
A streak for me. It was like 5 or 6 niggas.
Oh, that's a streak. That's a
like, I was very surprised.
That's
like,
a solid streak.
I did a body count, like, little poll, and bitches was like, I've only been with 6 niggas. I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna share your answer. Why you lying?
Yeah, no, that's a solid streak.
Yeah, so it was a solid streak of, like, I was like,
and then
oh my
you was
God.
just done with all them niggas. Like, I need a breather.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like the last dude who was built like M'Baku.
Ooh.
Yes, I called him M'Baku. He was 25.
You did not call him that. You called
no, in
him
my
that?
mind, like, no,
in
my
mind.
mind.
I was about to say, how recent was that? That
in
was
March,
recent.
In March.
Oh, okay.
In March. So M'Baku was a big ass, dark skinned ass nigga who was 25, and I knew I was.
Was he trade?
He wasn't trade. Actually, he was far from, but he was big.
Sorry, can you explain what trade is for listeners?
So trade, for
the 1000th time.
So for some people, like, there's the gay trade, but then there's the New Orleans trade. Like, if you ever been in New Orleans, they'll be like,
what's the New Orleans trade?
Like, New Orleans trade is just any hood nigga, like, basically, like, or any nigga, period. Any period, like, any nigga, period. Like, they'll be like, oh, that girl, you see that trade over there? Because I went to school in Louisiana State, so all my best friends and my good friends live in Louisiana. So there's New Orleans trade, and then there's, like, the gay trade, which is just a thugged out ass nigga. I like trade, but I'm growing now. I'm grown.
Mm-hmm.
I go very extreme. So either they have no job, or like they got 5 degrees and they work at EY. Like,
okay, so nothing in the
middle.
Like
nothing. Yeah. I'm trying to find a nigga in the middle.
I know that's right.
So it's like a nigga that line on his resume. What's in the middle?
I don't know, like a nigga that just like works at MTA. Or something like that. Like a banker.
Like, you making 110, but
yeah, like somebody, makes a good 70 or more. Like, just a regular nigga. Like a nigga that watches
MTA drivers make over
Exactly. I don't want a nigga that watches
regular.
I want a nigga that watches ESPN. Like, I want to come home from a long day and he'd be like, well, I work from home, so maybe I come to his house after a long day and he's like, how's your day, boo? Yeah, but then he's like, but he's literally watching ESPN. Like, and then I'll just suck his dick while he's watching the game.
I know that's right.
Like,
halftime. Hello. Yeah. So the next question is, where's the wildest place that you've had sex?
On the side of the road, on the highway, like.
You just pulled over and got out the car?
Yeah. No, it was inside the car.
It was inside the car.
It was inside, but
we were literally on the side. If I pull over, I ain't getting out. They be gnats.
No, we be sitting, like, we were on the
side of the road. Isn't that?
If my windshield looked fucked up,
oh, wait. And I also made out. I made out one time. I didn't have sex, but I made out in a church parking lot in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah, that's what she want to do. That's what she want to do.
Yeah, in
but
church
inside the
church.
Let
me just ask, the week or the month after, did anything bad happen to you?
No.
God is good then.
No, because let me tell you, like, honestly, I think God was trying to speak to me, too. He just letting me know this wasn't the nigga for me. So I was 20 years old, and this is, like, my first time. So I went to Louisiana State.
This is your first kiss?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but this is what. But this is like.
He said he just kissed in the.
Yeah, we just made. Yeah, we just made
but
out.
They made out.
So I hadn't even had sex yet at this point. I was 20 years old, and this is the second nigga I ever kissed.
You a late bloomer, honey.
Yeah, I was. Oh, I didn't have sex till 22.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was late.
First of all, if you're getting fucked in the ass, I feel like that takes time. Like if you had a pussy.
No, there was no. There's niggas who've been fucking the age like they've been getting fucked since 14.
In middle school, the girls would get fucked in their ass and suck dick and still claim to be virgins.
To me feels like progression, and I can understand if it takes
progression.
I can feel like
for
at 19,
some people,
you're like, I know I'm gay, but like not ready yet.
Yeah, well, no. At 19, I was like, I don't know. But anyway, so I was in this is the first time I went. So LSU is in Baton Rouge, and then it's like 45 minutes from New Orleans. So this is my first time in New Orleans. I'm at a party. And this dude walks up on me, and like when I walked in, I remember like we caught eyes. So like a few minutes later, he like tapped me. He's like, "Do you go to what fucking school was that? Xavier or some shit?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "I go to LSU." He's like, "Oh, I went to LSU during the hurricane, and I don't remember seeing you." I'm like, "First of all, LSU is 30,000 motherfuckers. Do you really think you saw everyone there?"
Right, probably not.
No.
He's like, I'd have seen you though.
But he was like, but I was like, well, I just transferred here because I was a junior at the time. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, I was like, but nice meeting you. Like real. I was 20. So long story short, he comes over. He's like, follow me outside. So I follow him outside. And like he walks around the corner. At the time, this was really sketchy because I realized I could have died. I could have died.
Sorry for New Orleans, nigga. Like
yeah, like I just walked around and
you
this is
always
like right after
how unsafe
you
do shit. Like you know what? I watched too many goddamn Law and Order to not know.
And this is like post. Like this is not even like this is literally a year after Katrina. So could like New Orleans was still a little empty.
Right.
It wasn't as packed.
Maybe people
as
were still sensitive though.
So he walks me around and he's like, we're in a parking lot and he's like, he asks my name. Anyways, long story short, we're behind the bushes making out and he grabs his dick. And I swear to God, to this day, that's probably one of the biggest like dick prints I've ever seen in my life. But I was a virgin, so I was literally like,
oh, yeah,
this ain't gonna work. But then like I looked over and I was like, that's a church. And then I was like, this is a parking lot. And we're behind like a regular, like we're not. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm in a church parking lot. And then, like, after we, like, finished making out, he told me his name was, like, Kevin or some shit like that. And then told me his real name after we made out.
No.
And he was like, oh, I'm a Kappa, too. So he showed me his Kappa card. And I was like, really?
No.
Oh, they ain't shit.
They not. But them the shimmy niggas. So I be like, hey,
let me tell you, I was just saying
shimmy for me,
on
baby.
Instagram the other day. Let me tell you how no Kappas ain't shit. There's two types of dancing niggas that ain't shit and will ruin your life. The first one is Kappas and the second is Jamaicans. Because them niggas are no good.
That's a real
if a nigga is dancing, he gotta go. History will tell you. Chris Brown.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Usher, Chris
Brown. We are not gonna do this right the fuck now. Dancing niggas ain't shit.
So
that's what we not gonna do.
Comes on and he got the beat, bitch, you gotta go. Go to the nigga.
I'm a dancing nigga though, so maybe.
So you not shit.
Maybe.
EatPrayThot. How can we expect you to church parking lot? All I'm saying
you not the thought ally.
Stay away from dancing niggas.
That's funny. So it's funny that Weezy just said that anal is progression because that actually has to do with our kink of the week.
Okay.
That I picked specifically for you, and I hope that maybe
I can't believe we haven't done this.
We haven't even done this, so this is really interesting. So the kink of the week, guys, for this week is anal fisting.
No.
Is that WPS?
Fuck no.
Or do niggas do that?
No.
Has anyone ever asked to do that?
Hell no.
Okay, so
no, is that a white thing?
First of all, I don't know what the fuck it is. But let me be. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me explain to you guys what anal fisting is. Following on from stretching, fisting can be something very hot to try if you're a real anal deviant. Once the ass has been stretched and loosened with toys and fingers, you can gradually progress to 4 fingers or the goose.
Hold on, let's see who has the biggest fist.
This is the goose.
Let's see.
This is what they gotta fit first.
Okay, so Mandy could do a fist.
Ouch.
She has the smallest fist.
Ouch.
So that's not bad.
That's because I'd have lost weight because I should not have the smallest fist. Your fist, but these fists, they give me hands though. I'm gonna let you know. But real quick, so before the fist, you have the goose.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Have you ever done the goose? Have you ever had the goose in your foot? If you had the goose in your pussy, you right there.
No, so I don't know if I've had the full 4-finger goose.
3?
I think I've had the full 3-finger goose.
Okay, so guys, we have videos. So if you guys have ever done the goose in either your pussy or your bussy.
I feel like I'm looking at fucking sock puppets. If
Anal
you have
puppets.
ever done your asshole.
So it says, after the goose, you can then fit a full fist. Vaginal fisting is pretty sexy and extreme, but anal fisting feels that much naughtier. No shit. Being fisted makes you feel deliciously full and wonderfully pleased as the knuckles.
I've been full before and I've had to shit, and that's exactly what this sounds like.
That probably is what it sounds like. It says that it's wonderfully pleasured as the knuckles and curves of the hand stimulate the nerve endings in the ass.
I literally want to fucking take a shit thinking about this.
So You've never been
okay. First of all, let me
at all. Okay,
let me
have you
explain.
ever wanted to fist? Okay, explain, honey.
Let me explain. So first of all, I'm
a lot.
one of the people who like, and I try to be extremely sex positive. And if you fist, that is fine for you. That shit scares me. Like just even the way you were talking about it, like literally my stomach turned. Like my stomach turned. First of all, my ass is fickle. Like I can barely.
You have a fickle ass.
I have a fickle ass. So sometimes my ass is like, give me that dick, and then sometimes my ass is like, dick what?
Can we
no,
make that the
stop.
clip
But you know
for
what?
horrible
It's
decision?
crazy. No, my ass does the same. I
Yeah.
know when my booty hole can take a dick and when it can't.
Like I'm the
I know.
motherfucker. No, like one time with like my ex, like, because we always had to work. Like it's always a work, like to get it.
like extra lube and all
extra
that.
lube,
I've
multiple
been pulling
fingers.
up what it looks like.
No,
No,
I know.
we know
I've
what.
seen it. What? No, God.
No one wants to watch anal
Oh, it doesn't
fisting.
start that bad.
Bro, his whole hand with his wrist is in her asshole.
So I've put all
Nah, bro.
I've put
Look,
all
he
4
covered
fingers
his
in a woman's pussy. He's starting it off pretty easy.
No, y'all.
No, bro.
Oh!
Ain't nobody got time.
No.
Like I've seen
He's punching her ass.
Well, no, yeah. So you go in and out with the fist.
Oh my god.
Can y'all turn it away? I
Okay,
can.
wait.
So
I just want to see her face and her asshole after.
oh, it be open because I watch. They do
That's
this in
called
gay porn.
gaping.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fucking stick a whole.
Have you seen
goddamn-
the dilators for anal? So they have these little things like you put inside of a pussy to see a
Yeah.
cervix. So they put it in.
No, yeah,
It's
I've
metal.
seen-
Look,
I've-
he's just like, ain't nobody got time to be talking. Look, my pussy.
I only
like.
like dick
When
and
it's tight?
tongues in my ass and 3 fingers at most.
Oh, three fingers is a decent amount.
yeah.
though.
So that's like no. I'm just once again, if that's your thing, God bless
If
you.
you can take a
I-
dick, why can't you do 4 fingers?
Like,
oh,
I
that's
probably
too wide.
can.
No,
I
that's
can
too
probably
wide.
eventually get 4 fingers.
No, but you're right. That's if
I
it's
want to,
not-
but I would like to just draw a limit.
So I didn't even realize until that video came up that I've kind of fisted a girl.
Mhm.
The last girl I slept with, who was not who you guys think it is, she asked for all of my fingers,
Mhm.
and then like, you're a piece of shit. And she kept asking me to keep going, and I was like a little bit nervous because I was like, okay, I'm getting past like the thumb, and maybe I fisted her. I didn't close it, but it was open.
Yeah,
I've been
I palmed her.
goosed. I've been goosed.
Yeah,
but that's
Why is
also
it called goose?
Because it looks like a goose beak, like this. Like
I guess
you said, puppet. It's a goose.
Either way it
Okay.
goes.
It's called goosing. Well, and that was to make me squirt
Let me
because you
type
have to
in
reach
goosing.
certain things and all that shit.
Look,
But
once again, if you like it, I love it.
I'm
look,
sorry. I'm like looking at more gaping and it's scaring me. Listen
yeah,
to these
no,
comments.
ain't nobody got time for
This
gaping,
was
bro.
so romantic.
Hey, shit, I've done a lot of shit is romantic. Me gaping ain't
No,
one of them.
gaping is not
Love
romantic.
hearing her
And-
growl. Then some black dude, the only black person in the comments, wrote, "Ow."
That nigga
we
is
hear
my
you.
hero.
That's who your hero is.
That's my hero. Cause I ain't no.
Uh,
So
that's
you're
funny.
not into that. I don't think I would
No.
be into fisting either.
But more importantly-
even though I like to peg, I don't even think I'm to the dominant to where it would arouse me to fist a guy in his ass.
I
I
don't
would
wanna
peg the fuck out of a guy,
see-
but I don't want to.
But also, like, I don't know about y'all,
I'm
but
scared
like
your
after
insides will
anal,
come out of my-
I have air farts. So I feel like after
But
like
to me,
after a fisting, my air farts are like gonna be like my
But to me,
ass
I
farts,
don't
like
think
my
there's
air
any-
farts are gonna be mad loud.
That's the
Cause
only
they're
difference.
already loud. Like an
and
air
it's coming,
fart
and
out
it's
your
coming
ass.
out of your ass. So it's
Yeah.
a real
What do you
fart.
think it would
we
sound
talk
like?
about pussy farts all
What's
the time.
the sound you think it would make?
I don't know, cause like my air farts.
No, that's
after
a
anal,
tighter ass though, right?
my air
Does
farts.
it sound like an air bubble? I don't
my
know, I'm
air
trying to
farts
make-
after anal usually
to
are
me,
like
but-
No?
like that's how my shit like sounds
Wait,
regularly.
it's
Like
gonna sound like letting a
Why
air out of a
are you trying to make
balloon.
your fart sound pretty. Talk
no,
about your ass.
no. These are my
please.
these are my regular farts. These are my air farts. These are after fucking
Oh,
farts.
oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
The
your
ones that air pussy might do, like a little.
It's funny because I said that actually at the live show. Like Niggas be so into this anal sex shit and opening up a booty hole. Like, your booty hole don't even feel regular for the next 24 hours. Like, shit comes out differently. Your farts sound different.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Your whole ass is just
My
different.
ass be whistling after anal sex. Like, it'd be like, shh.
No, it doesn't.
That's what my asshole be doing after anal sex. I swear to God.
I don't know if that's normal.
But and it be loud.
That normal?
And it's a little loud. For me, it is. My doctor just checked my ass a few weeks ago. He didn't say nothing was normal.
Gays get their asses checked at the doctor?
Well, you know, you got to get, like, I do the full, when I do the STD check, I do the full, like.
And they check your booty hole.
Yeah. He goes up, he swipes it, and he looks at it, and, you know.
Oh, okay. So you have an average booty hole.
Yeah,
all right.
I have a regular booty hole.
Yes, booty hole.
Wait, so they have, like, pap smears for assholes?
It's not like a pap smear, per se. It's more like, he literally just, like, he'll.
A rectum check.
Yeah, like, he, you know, dabs it with his fingers and maybe opens it a little bit, you know, and then I've had, like, I've had some doctor.
What kind of doctor is this?
Just a regular doctor.
I want to play in some. Can I play in some booty holes? I want to play in some booty holes for a living. That sounds like fun.
I typed in anal noises, but nothing came up.
Yeah, I just my ass. But I've talked. No, me and my friends have talked about this, and they also said that they.
By the way, just a sidebar. I am with Jeeves and this girl. We were invited over for a threesome the other day.
Come on.
And I pulled up my phone, and sneezing porn was on there. And I looked at the both of them. I said, "Oh, I have a podcast about sex, and so I just have to look up weird shit." I swear to God. She was like, "Yeah, like, sure. Whatever the fuck you're saying."
Oh, my God.
I think the bitch was scared to sneeze, like, all night because I felt so guilty. Like, can you imagine in the middle of a fucking threesome, we're all smoking weed, we're sitting on the couch, and I pull up my phone to show you something, and sneezing porn comes up? Like, I thought this bitch was going to run for the hills.
I would have. That's some psychopath
Sneezing
shit.
porn. I mean, I was trying to find a new kink of the week.
Look,
Sneezing porn.
Sneezing porn.
Hey, all right then. All right, so we going to go ahead, y'all, and get into the horrible decision.
Okay.
As you guys know, this is like the segment where we talk about the bulk of the show, majority of the shit, and I love that Savoy, with all of his innocence, is about to embark on this type of conversation with me, which y'all might have an issue with, but we gonna talk about it. So, This episode is You Down with OPP? Yeah, you know. So this episode is actually discussing other people's property. This conversation is going to get into possibly when you meet a man and he not all the way single, or person, or woman, and she says she's not all the way single, but she's making it seem like she's availably unavailable. Whether she's in a situationship, whether she or he is in a relationship and he kind of lying to you, or whether they're married.
In my case, married.
In your case, married. And we're going to get into that conversation.
I feel like there's some blurred lines, though, with married men that are DL versus married women with women, right? Because I've heard women love to listen to gay niggas talk about, like, oh my God, you fucked this guy and he was straight and he's married. But then women shit on other women when they're fucking married men, like, go get your own. It's like when they're gay, there's this, like, blurred line. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I mean, he was married to another man.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. So I'm excited to hear this story.
Yeah.
Full on.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, when dating someone who's not technically yours, did he open up about that when you first met him? Did you know that he was married?
Yeah.
And prior to this situation, have you ever met somebody who was like, I got a situation, but we can still kick it?
Oh, yeah, because niggas ain't shit.
But gay men have a lot of open...
And then there's open... I personally don't... My man is my man, not hers, too. But if you know my man, I will cut you. So my situation in particular is a little different because this is somebody that I had previously been with, and then they got married. But I knew that they had gotten married.
Okay, so you knew.
Yeah, so I know. I was very clear. I saw the wedding photos and everything.
Oh, shit. Did that not make you feel weird?
I did not. So, oh, Mandy. So, I don't want to make it seem like super, because I ain't going to make that the excuse. But at the time, a bitch had been without some dick for a long time. And we were driving from New Jersey back to Brooklyn. Okay. Because he was in New Jersey, and I knew he was in New Jersey, and he was with his brother, and he was like, "Oh, I'm dropping my brother off in New Jersey." He's already going, whatever. Right. And then I'm driving back to Brooklyn. I was like, "Oh, well, I can come with you."
You know,
you wanted to go for a ride.
You knew what you was doing.
All right. So y'all in
you're
my
slim.
head, y'all in my head, I was like, so boy, like I had conversations because you gotta talk to yourself. So I was like, so well, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be the other man. You don't want this. But then I got in the car and at first it was fine. We were just having regular conversation.
That's how it always starts.
And-
Yep.
And
That's
then,
normally how it starts.
But then y'all literally.
Like at first we weren't fucking. We believe you, bitch.
And then we were. Like, that's normally how it goes, though.
So what happened was he pulled over to the side of the road.
This is the pulling over the side
Yeah,
of the
he
road.
literally-
Nigga, you
literally-
ain't shit.
He literally just pulls over the side. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you just pulling
he was
over?
ready.
Like, literally, we were just having regular conversation. I swear to God,
And he
the
said,
music
you know
was
what?
playing.
Your voice
He
is
pulled it
making my
over
dick
to the
hard.
side of the road and was like, do you want to suck my dick? And literally, like, just
Why
plops
is
the
this
dick
kind of
out.
sexy?
At first,
that's
it
why
was.
he sucked that dick.
It
was sexy to him, too.
At first, it was like, I was like,
What if you
so
said
like there was
no?
a 2
They'd be
second.
like, oh, okay. Let me
Yeah,
put this
it was
back
like
in
a
park.
2-second period where I said, so wait, don't do this. But then I was like, it was just.
I done did it before.
It was there. It was just there, and it was just looking like it literally. Because once again, I hadn't had dick in a while, so it was looking like it was literally like the dick was talking to me. It was like, suck me, suck me, suck me, and I was like,
I like your inner voices.
Your inner
Your
voice
anal,
holds
your
up.
anal voices.
yeah, my anal voice. So it was like, suck me, and I was like, fuck it. So I just started doing it, and
Did you? Did you?
so I
Now,
started
did he
doing.
take his
Hold on,
ring
wait.
off while
I
you were
wanna just
sucking
see
his
really
dick?
quick how this went. Hold this bottle towards your groin, Mandy.
Nah, I'm cool.
No. I mean, like, did you like? Were you just leaning over? Was he
No, I
flinging it
literally,
around?
like, cause it was a big. He had a big. It's like a Yukon truck. I want to say. I think it was like a Yukon truck. I don't want to tell too many details because I don't. Well, fuck it.
Right.
At this point, it don't matter. He's still married and they're still together. Whatever. So he pulled it. He pulled it out and like I kind of like leaned over the middle part. And just,
Okay.
and just
Yeah.
put it in.
I
And
was
just put
not
it in.
ready for
Yeah.
that fucking skill.
Yeah.
I just put
Oh
it in.
yeah. Oh you. I told you I'm not eating ass for a reason.
Oh, you're so.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Hold on, let me try.
So
Let me get yours.
not even close. Not even.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do.
I'm not doing that.
Man, please.
So
we did that
what
for life.
did he have his
You
ring
know
finger,
what?
like his ring on while
Honestly,
he did this?
that's a good ass question. I don't think him and his husband wear rings, honestly.
Oh.
But he might have had it on. First of all, things y'all should know. I'm such a basic ass bird ass bitch that I be having to figure out which. I always have to Google which ring. I never.
Wait, you
remember.
don't know it's the left hand?
I never remember. I
Wait,
never fucking
Hold on,
remember.
just no index finger because Europeans wear it on the right, Americans wear it on the left. Index finger, married. If it's a band.
Fair, but I don't even look at. I
Yeah,
didn't
if
look at
it's a
his hand.
band, bro,
So
that's-
he
But
literally.
was that gonna stop you though?
At that point, it wasn't. So it didn't matter. I knew that he had a husband.
Now,
So
that
what actually
Yukon
happened
dick-
was like we stopped. He started driving again, and then he pulled over again, and we did it again. And at one point, he was like, "You got to stop going so hard because you're shaking the car."
So,
And we're on the side of the road. But
so
I'm like,
they
"Stop."
know what the fuck.
Ex-
With
Exactly.
your mouth?
You were shaking the car with your mouth?
Yeah, because I was.
Damn, your whole head was shaking a Yukon?
Yo, what song y'all listening to?
Is your head that big?
My head is good.
Your
y'all.
head is. Look.
I remember, and let me
We
tell,
saw.
and let me tell y'all, because literally after I was done, he was like, "You still the best head like I've ever had,"
Oh, I've heard that.
I
before,
believe
too.
you.
and I was like,
I believe you like
and
100%.
but also he was like, "You still the best head," but he's like, "You sure you ain't been fucking?" I was like, "Yeah, he's like, "Have you been practicing?" I was like, "I practice from time to time just to make sure that."
What do you
the skills-"
practice
How do you
on?
practice?
Sometimes I'll practice I eat bananas pretty much every day, so
Them things are little though.
No, but you gotta.
I eat bananas every day.
Those dicks are
And
skinny.
so
just
while
because-
I'm at
just
the
I mean, you
field,
got-
I just
But you
take
still
it
gotta
back.
you're
just
just doing
because you
for the
put
skin.
cylinder objects in your mouth doesn't mean you're practicing giving
For
head.
me, it is.
Now,
It's a quick
none of
practice.
our listeners, none of our male listeners are gonna eat bananas.
Nigga,
hot
I eat
dogs,
bananas every day, and I
popsicles.
never take the
If
opportunity.
you can't eat
before
a
work
banana or
to just-
popsicle and your masculinity is that motherfucking fragile, then that's your problem. I practice on
So-
bananas.
Do you keep the skin
sometimes.
on it when you do it?
Yeah, I keep
So
the-
was this the only time that you've dealt with a married man or dealt with someone who was in a relationship? Probably not.
Probably.
Okay.
I was thinking in my mind, like, does it count if they was like on the verge of breaking up?
See, yeah. So that's another question that I had because I think that makes
it counts
for the conversation.
You
where
sure? Because like
you
literally,
tipped them over the edge.
literally they were like, no, because. So I've never we didn't go on our first date until after the week after they broke up.
But if you fucked before they broke up, it counts.
Oh yeah, that counts.
Nigga, what you mean?
But like more or less we were talking, knowing that like he knew I liked him and I knew he liked me and I knew that they were kind of ending it soon.
You know what's fucked up in my head, and this is something like the hoe hierarchy. Allie Incredible is like other hoes judge each other, blah blah blah, different kind of hoes, strippers, prostitutes, whatever. I in my mind think, okay, if they're not married, it's not that bad. That's what I be thinking to myself. But then I think married is bad.
I mean, I think
like
honestly, at the end of the day, like,
because I'll deal with a married man. I don't give a fuck. I done
dealt
with.
If you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck.
And to me, that's a vow that man made to his wife. I don't try to come in and ruin a wedding. I don't try or ruin a marriage. I don't come in thinking that I'm going to replace the wife. We have an arrangement or an agreement into whatever relationship we decide to have.
Oh no, it's not.
And I mean, is it wrong? Yeah, I done had hell for it, but I mean, to me, that's not a vow that I made, and
fair. And I think for me, the reason I really, well, first of all, the situation I made it sound extra sexy, but it was low key a little like he. Towards the end of it, he definitely literally was a little disrespectful.
So did you keep seeing him?
How was he disrespectful to whom?
To me.
To you?
Yeah.
How so?
Oh,
no,
we really gonna go there today.
Is this opening a wound?
It's fine. It's open. I'm going to
is
therapy.
That why he was in the car?
Well, he was like, because first of all, he wouldn't touch me. Like he wouldn't He literally wouldn't touch.
He felt like he wasn't.
Like it literally felt like towards the end, I was like, "Am I this feels like already I'm on the side of the road." So I felt like he wouldn't. And then at one point, I tried to take his hand to finger my ass while he was doing. He's like, "No, just keep sucking the dick like I fucking told you." And I was like, "Oh." And normally, sometimes that can be cute.
That's cool once you've gotten to that.
Yeah,
stage.
but we ain't done nothing in years.
Right.
So
the fact that he wasn't even trying to please you,
yeah,
it was all just you're here for me.
And the way he was talking to me, and then at one point towards after we were done, after he told me it was still the best head he's ever received, he's like, just don't catch feelings for me again. And I literally was like,
that's a tough one.
Nigga, you the one who called it the best feelings.
I was like, do you really I was like, and that was the hard part for me. I was like, and then that was kind of an eye-opening moment. I was like, oh, this nigga really. This nigga thinks I'm that desperate that literally he could treat me like this, but / say that dumbass shit don't catch feelings.
I wonder because I feel like the word that you just used, some people could put that into anyone who would deal with a married person is that they're desperate, either for the attention, for the sex, or just to have that type of companionship with someone else.
And desperation is a silly word to use, especially with women that date married men or whatever. There's mad niggas out here. Why are we suddenly desperate? Now, personally, I had my first real serious relationship was a dude that was married and didn't tell me, and I found out months after, and it was really, really hurtful. We ended up together, and it was a horrible breakup, and I felt like he was such a terrible boyfriend to me because I really believed it was my karma. I met him, he tricked me, he was married, they ended up getting a divorce while we were together, but I still felt like I got what I deserved because I did that. So now, if I ever find out, it's a no for me. But there is a weird blurred line. Attached? I feel like sex work.
I think I like that karma.
So
do you feel like karma was attached to that?
Yeah, because what happened? What happened?
I hate you, yo.
What happened to me felt like karma because I literally didn't just something about it just didn't feel right. After I did it, I was like, something about this don't feel right. So
well, that's a personal
I went to the
guilt
emergency
too.
room.
Wait, what?
Because I felt I was like, what if he got something? I went to the emergency room 2 days after. Because I was like, I just feel like, what if he got something? And just something about it didn't feel right. And I went to the emergency room. And I actually had to my friend. Shout out to my friend Chanel.
What the fuck did Chanel have to do?
Chanel took me she drove me to the motherfucking room because I was like, what if I got what if he had HIV? What if
you thought this?
Yes, I really something
because
about
something just
something
feel
about
right.
in my spirit didn't feel right. So I was like, what if he has something? And then so I went because they have like basically they have like Plan B for HIV. That's
Do they?
Yeah. Like,
excuse me?
Yeah.
Yo, school us.
So
wait, excuse me.
Let's
Yeah,
stop
so
the other part of
basically-
the conversation. Let's get into that.
So I'm not like a doctor, so I don't want to like miss.
No, I can Google it for facts. Too.
So
I mean, not that
it's
Google
pretty
always
much
has the
like
facts.
it's pretty much like a.
Is it
they
PEP?
It's not PrEP. So
PEP.
it's.
Prep.
There's another
Oh,
another thing called PEP.
Yeah, I think it is.
What's
I
PEP?
think it's
It's
a PEP.
PEP.
Yeah, it's PEP.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
Oh, so
because-
you have heard of it?
Yeah, so my friend went on to a panel this weekend getting people ready for Pride Weekend that's happening in New York, or Pride Weekend all
I
over
think
the
it's PEP.
country.
Yeah, there's PEP and
and
then
there's
PrEP.
PEP and then there's PrEP. And I believe what
PEP is like afterwards. Like
PEP
if
is
you,
what
like,
you're- yeah.
literally like if you
that's
catch it,
what it
like
was.
they'll try
It's
to
called PEP, post-exposure
Uh-huh.
prophylaxis or something.
Y'all welcome.
And it's an
Yes, come on, you knew PEP.
emergency HIV treatment. It's not a cure. It's a form of prevention.
Prevention,
It's a
yep.
short course of drugs that stops the exposure from
Uh-huh.
long life infection.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So that's what you
I
went and
tried
got.
to get it, and the emergency
It's
room
expensive, right?
doctor, the emergency room doctor wouldn't give it to me. She was like, "Well, if you're not sure, I can't. I'm just not going to administer." And I was like,
Wait, okay,
but I
I'm
was like,
sure.
"Bitch,"
What?
I'm like, "But bitch, like, I'm telling you, I think I might be." And she was like, "Yeah." And that was also it was like a whole.
An eye opener.
I
was
fucked a
all-
dirty nigga, bitch. I'm trying to tell you, please.
I am
damn.
almost sure this nigga is dirty.
You know what's kind of stupid about that? We're not sure we're pregnant with Plan B.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So
I mean,
it
we're
was
sure
like,
we
and
can-
she literally would not.
It
She
must
was
be
like,
By the way,
expensive.
Truvada without insurance, this just popped up, is $1,539
They're
for 30
expensive.
tablets.
Yeah, I looked it
This
up.
country
Ooh,
sucks.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
that's really so that was
Yeah.
kind of your karma that felt
Yeah,
the fact
it
that you
all
felt
felt-
like so just
I
You
felt
think you
bad.
ever
dirty
had
telling
bad
her the
karma?
story. I felt dirty. I felt dirty telling her the story. I felt, and then I was upset because I was like, "Well, bitch, what if I actually have something? You now
aided
low-key-
in me keeping it.
Yeah, like, bitch, I'm trying to make sure I don't have it.
But it's also the
Oh,
karma.
wow.
This is the thing, too. So marriage being, I guess we can make it a religious thing, right?
Mhm.
It's a commitment that someone made religiously. Because I just said, I don't think a girlfriend's a big deal, but marriage. Girlfriend, boyfriend is also a commitment, too.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
like, I guess you maybe have to be a little religious to think that you would get some bad karma from fucking a married man.
I
or
think
woman.
no, honestly, I think like at the end of the day, what I've just come to terms with, and like I said, I don't. I'm a black gay man in America. I try not to judge. If you want to fuck somebody else's man, you got to deal with whatever may
Right.
happen.
Right.
But for me, I just don't want to ever deal with that again. Like that was for me. That was kind of like the moment of like, if you ain't, because first of all,
It's too much work
It's too much.
when it's not good enough for us. And this is the
Wait,
big
what's
thing
too
for
much
me.
work?
No, for me it
What's
was
too
more.
much work?
Fucking a married man.
Hell no, it's the easiest work in the motherfucking world. You don't have
Depending
to
on the
call
man.
them. Let me break
I
it
don't
down
know, I
real quick.
disagree.
You don't have to call them niggas because them niggas be at home with their wives, so they don't really want you to hit them up. They just hit you up. Then plans are made based when they're available, so you don't have to like sit here
Yeah, but
and make
then
yourself
they're rarely
always available.
like-
Right, so they're rarely available, so they're not a lot of work at all. That's the fucking perfect thing about
Okay, see,
it.
I feel the
And then-
opposite. If you're trying to have a relationship or you're trying to carry on something with a married dude, right? Let's say that I want to meet
No,
up
see,
with
now
you.
that's stupid. Why are you carrying on a relationship? That nigga
So
need
hold
to
on,
be
hold on,
paying
hold on.
bills
This
and
is
y'all
that
fucking
dealing
having
with
fun.
someone
That's
married,
it.
period.
That's it.
It's not. Well, let's take paying bills out of it. Let's
No, you shouldn't.
'Cause that's-
Okay,
well,
for
that's-
everyone listening,
Let's take out
if,
because
if
we're
you're
gonna say
dealing
that-
with a married man, there is no need ever to deal with a married man who is not providing for
okay,
you.
fact
because
but
let me finish.
But there are people that fuck married niggas just cause.
Right, and so I'm telling you, if you are one of those listening, bitch, you better get a light bill paid, a phone bill paid, something paid, because guess what? That wife that he has a shared account, most likely is getting some of her bills reduced in her life for fucking with this nigga. So whatever benefits that bitch is getting for being that wife, if you are sitting here taking the role as a mistress, because bitch, whatever relationship in your mind you have, all you are is a mistress, you need to be getting something out of the relationship other than dick.
So
Because that's
the
silly.
money is okay.
The money
because
is all that needs to
will
matter.
wash your karma away.
Oh,
You might
that's
break
fine.
your leg, but you got the money to
I
pay
don't
for
give
it.
a. I
on the
sure
way
do
out.
got the money to pay for it. And when I deal with Africans and their culture and their society and their continent, bitch, they can have multiple wives.
But this is
so
in
to me,
Africa.
where is karma if I'm dealing with an African man? There ain't none.
So you don't fuck regular African American niggas?
Come on.
My nigga Nigerian, and I just got
Nigerian
that.
niggas,
I
you
got
up there,
that
no
wire
car.
transfer this week, nigga. So
Okay,
I don't
so-
give a fuck about his wife.
When it comes to American men or the logic that we don't have multiple wives, right?
Yes.
Someone that's like our own culture, right? Can karma, is it really something that someone should worry about? Is it something that
I believe you
do
should worry
think-
about-
And I mean the guilt.
I think
think it's worth the
I
guilt?
think anytime, and I want to be very clear, whether married, not married, with somebody, without somebody, just dating you, anytime you fuck somebody over, anytime you purposely, intentionally you hurt somebody, or you're doing something that you know
now
if
you
found
just use
out
the word
could hurt.
intentional. So a lot of women will say, I'm not doing this to hurt his wife.
But I think when I say intentional for the person who's the person cheating, if it's a married man or the person who's in the relationship or a married woman, whatever the case may be, because women cheat too. Either way it goes, whoever, if this person if your significant other, whether married, not married, found out, that would hurt them. So therefore, to me, it becomes intentional. So anytime you do something, anytime you do something that could hurt somebody, unless it's an open relationship or something like that, to me, you have to worry about karma. Like, I'm just big on karma in general.
Me too.
And that includes
that
includes my work life. Like, I've had motherfuckers fuck me over in work.
Right.
Like, I fuck people over in work sometime too. You got to just deal with karma.
And how it comes back to you.
Yeah, how it comes back to you in whatever ways it come back to you.
I think the reason that I said it was too much work is because from either end, if I can't call you up on a Tuesday and say grab drinks with me or something like that, and I got to know we got to get a hotel,
it shouldn't be that emotional.
If we have to get a whole song and dance, then I don't really want to deal with.
You just want your dick ready, available.
Right. She attaches emotions to a lot of things, and when you're bringing,
she attaches emotions to a lot of things. We talk about married niggas.
To me, when you're fucking married men, I don't think you should include emotions.
Okay.
Because he's never gonna be your man.
I think
the same way this nigga told you don't catch feelings. That's what
we're
you have to deal with.
We're talking about fucking married niggas, period.
Married niggas, a nigga in a relationship, they'll tell you don't get in your feelings.
But I think honestly, I'm an emotional person, so low key, I think like regardless of what you tell me, I'm a person that naturally puts emotions into most things. So whether that be work, whether that be anything, so I can agree with Weezy on that because I'm a motherfucker who does attach emotions.
I don't think it's an easy thing for me to know that someone, like, unless it's like agreed upon that it's just for sex. But if I met someone and like find out they're married and want to carry it on, let's take bills or whatever aside, because it's not always the case, right? I think bills and all of that shit is considered sugaring or sex work. So I don't really, in my mind, compare it to this conversation. Because we just said it was dating other people's property or whatever. Yeah. When it comes to that, I think there's a lot of energy that both parties have to put in for them to fuck over one person. And if I'm single and I can do whatever the fuck I want, I need somebody that could do the same shit too. Unless the sugaring is involved. If you're getting a benefit from it, it makes sense, right? Because I don't think sex work should have anything to do with that other person's life. If I'm getting money, I don't really give a fuck what you got going on. But there are people that are dating married people. And that's the thing.
I think, honestly, like I said, to me, it's all about, like, anytime you're dealing with somebody who has somebody else and they're not in an open relationship, you got to deal with the karma, period. Because if that person finds out, the significant other finds out, they're going to be hurt. Right. So, and both parties got, like, I got to deal with it, you got to deal with it. Period.
I remember thinking,
and that's not from a judgment standpoint. It's just like if you're doing something that you know could potentially hurt somebody, and that I mean, we all do shit that unknowingly that could hurt somebody emotionally, right? But
or you might be with a nigga you don't know has a girlfriend. Exactly.
So then that case can be different in my mind, because if you really didn't know that this nigga had somebody, male or female, you be like, well, then you find out, then you like, oh no, I'm good, bitch.
I had a friendship that I shouldn't have had with a married man, and I remember thinking every time I saw his number pop up that it was his wife. And then I was like, I gotta cut this off, and I'm getting anxiety. I'm constantly thinking that she was going to call me, and I was like, bro, I don't even want this kind of pressure.
Has anyone ever called you?
No.
A wife? Never ever.
I actually had been with a married football player before. And he brought me to the suite, and his wife was there.
Did she know?
He had me with his friends, so I was like with the friends, with the homeboys.
Did she know?
She didn't know who I was. She didn't know what we did, but he
so
that's a bold ass nigga.
Bold ass nigga.
Fuck, I want like low key, I want to fuck him because I feel like he fucked you recklessly. Like that was it some good dick?
I mean,
because that's a nigga who don't care about nothing.
About nothing.
Yo, honestly,
no,
that's like
no,
low key disgusting.
No,
like
woman,
nigga, do you wear condoms?
Well, I mean, and it's crazy though because I mean, even the other guy who had me on payroll, who I've mentioned on the show before, his wife knew me because he followed me. He worked in New York for a while, And she knew who I was. She didn't know the extent of our relationship, but she knew who the hell I was.
Did the wife from the suite know that you were? No, did you know that she was going to be there when you were there, or did he spring it on you?
As I was getting my tickets and we were going to the arena, he was like, "Yeah, just kids too. His kids were in the."
Oh, damn! That's a ruthless ass nigga.
Yeah,
that's a nigga. Like I said, I almost want to fuck him because I feel like he gonna fuck your soul out of you because he don't give a fuck about shit.
I played my role. I knew, and I was, yeah.
Wow, the nigga had his children, and not only
was
your
you
wife
can't share a blunt with that nigga because he too ruthless.
That's a motherfucker I'm not going into business with. He ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing too. Like,
that's my greatest fear with being with a rich man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, clearly, and I think that that's the difference, too. When you bring into someone maybe of power or of wealth, they're going to behave differently than dealing with someone who's...
I mean, not always. I don't want to judge men with money, but, like, I do really think that money...
easier access and stuff, yeah.
And I don't even think it's that. It's the easy access. I think that men with money feel like they can do whatever because it's harder to leave them. Because it's become
we talked about that before,
it's become a crutch for you a little bit, right? Like, I mean, now you have... I don't know how many kids he has. Don't say the number. Just in case.
No, I'm not.
But let's say it's 3, and this woman...
He listened to the show.
...has 3 kids.
Of course he do. He a ruthless ass nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. But you listen to the show right now. I want you to know.
Ass whistling sound with you. Talking about, yup, I heard that shit before.
Like, fuck you. Fuck you. You was trife. You was trife, nigga. The children, you can't even make sure she didn't bring the children that day. Damn, the children.
Yo, let me just say this. I'm not saying that I ever think Mandy would be the type to do something like that because she wouldn't. But nigga, you should just think for yourself. What if she has too many of a drink and Mandy just says, just don't even put yourself in that.
Motherfuckers trust the fuck out of me. That's why
that's too much trust. I don't know if I can trust my
man. That is a lot of trust.
A nigga trust me.
You are a loyal motherfucker.
I am to someone I not really shouldn't be loyal to.
She more loyal than he is.
Facts.
I'm a loyal ass bitch.
How the fuck is Mandy more loyal to you than you are to your wife?
I mean,
that's disgusting.
You know, there's trust. I think trust is very important. Communication. It doesn't matter what type of relationship you hold with a person. These are very important things. Fuck you. All right, this is becoming very judgy. So we're gonna.
No, I'm not judging. I am just amazed. Like, no, it ain't even judgment, man. It's amazement because like that shit is bold. Like that's some bold ass shit. That's some bold ass shit.
He said amazing.
Cause hold on. And I can only say that shit is bold because like my father.
This bitch is snorkeling.
Like my father.
Why you so snorkeling?
Is it snorkeling? It's
snorting.
I always fuck up words. They gonna come from my ass.
Like literally, my father would be the type of person. My father is the type of person like when I was younger. That like he would have multiple bitches he was fucking at a house party and have me there and I would know all these bitches.
Oh no.
So that's why I'm like
Wait, were they together?
They thought.
They all thought that I was special to them and I always knew.
No, you said your dad.
Yeah.
Was he with your mother?
Oh no.
Okay, whatever.
No, I'm just saying.
But all the girlfriends.
But like he
there?
would have all the girlfriends in the same like space.
Oh, he's a
But they would
savage.
all know me and of course I would know them.
Right.
And it would just like it'd be like really all these bitches are here together. Like that's the type of shit.
Wow.
So I'm just saying but to have you in the suite with the kids. It's the kids. I don't give a fuck about the wife because like to be in the room with the wife.
You.
But it's the fact that he couldn't tell like baby. I think today we should leave the kids at home. They should just play.
Mean, you know.
Did you feel bad?
Feel bad about what?
About the kids?
What am I feeling bad about?
I guess not.
No.
I had a great time. You know, it was sweet. There was food, drinks. The game went well. Like,
did you guys meet? Did you meet the wife?
Huh?
Did you meet the wife?
Yeah, like talk to her and
Do you
everything.
think that she had? Because I feel like men have types.
No, it's crazy because, and I will say this. So I don't want to say all the married men I deal with, but I have dealt with quite a few. I'm very different than all of their wives. Their wives are very homely, safe. I'm like their adventure away from home. So they have fun with me. They rock out. We fucking do it. Like we fucking do crazy shit that he couldn't do with his wife or wouldn't do with his wife.
But I still feel like you would know.
Oh no, I'm not like any of the wives. I don't look like any of the wives.
Maybe not even from that, but you know, like for example, when I pass certain Asian women, since I've been with G's, I know that he'd fuck him. I know his type in that way. I feel like if you would know, even they don't look like me.
Our sizes are different. Our colors are different. Our hair textures are different. Our careers are different.
So literally, he
I'm normally not.
You know if your nigga will fuck.
Yeah, I'm not like any of the wives.
I mean, because it's a nigga, so you know if Mandy a beautiful bitch. So at the end of the day, like you just gotta assume your nigga gonna fuck it. Because niggas just fuck. They don't. Most niggas don't have.
Has that been the only time it ever happened to you?
What?
Or have you ever been in a place maybe on accident, like you went out somewhere and then somebody you'd been?
Oh yeah, I was dealing with this one nigga. He wasn't married yet. They ended up getting married. But we went to the club together, and she knew who I was, and all. And
Wait, you went with him together?
We were all gonna be at the same club. So when we went to say hi, she specifically wanted to meet me and shake like, "Hello, I know who you are." Like, and it was just like, "Hi, but this is my friend." Like, we had stopped fucking, but he was still giving me money. But like,
oh shit, man,
she knew who I was. She knew who I was.
Me your ways.
She knew who I was. So in the club,
I be having
he was
a hard
like,
time
"Listen,
niggas pay for
like,
water bottles.
Just we can't be too." I hate you.
You get bills out.
I mean, we just had to talk about our interaction and what it would be in the club. Like, listen, like, I can't if I'm a little standoffish.
That was nice.
He did. He
at
did
least
say
to me like, I'm not about to be blah blah blah. But this nigga was like, "Oh no, come to Daddy's daycare, enjoy the wings."
Shut up. I hate you.
Enjoy the wings.
I hate her. I really hate her.
Get the French fries. The French fries are real good.
Listen, cupcakes, all types of liquor.
They got a dessert table.
Yeah, the dessert
and the kids was snotting all over it too, not even knowing.
Oh well, could they walk yet at this time? I don't know. I think they were babies.
I mean,
but
and that's the show.
Okay, but anyway,
life,
I'm done. We're not gonna talk about Anyways, we're gonna hop off of the horrible decision for this episode. And
remember, it's not judgment; it's amazement.
It's amazement, right?
I know. I'm really impressed.
You know what I want to do? I want to go people.
Because I would fuck up. I would fuck up and like make too much eye contact with her, where she would sense something. Because I'd be like. But then,
me too.
Or like the kid would run up on me by accident, and I'd be like, no, like, no, like leave me alone, and she'd be like, what the fuck is going on? She'd be like, you fucking my man, and I'd be like, no, bitch, I'm not. Like, I'd fuck up.
I feel like I would look guilty.
So I would
she'd be like, where'd you get your dressing mouth?
Like, yeah, I would fuck up. I would fuck up.
No, I mean, I have a friendship.
You have a blue background in the bedroom. You have a white bedspread. I had to tell it all on accident.
Well, like I say, I
got worried about it. Is a little bit, I guess, too much.
No, you like.
I mean, it is what it is. Which is why they've all been in the picture for years.
Chris Brown ain't talking about you when he said hoes ain't loyal.
Hey. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into the hoe mail, and I picked this one specifically for you because I thought it was cute. By the way, guys, if any of you guys want to send us home mail, please email us at horribledecisions@gmail.com. I'm going to go ahead and do the humble flex once again. We get way too many DMs now on Instagram. So that shit is getting lost. We can't keep up with our DM home mail. So please email us. Weezy has been doing a great job with flagging the good ones because all of them are not good and y'all need to check your fucking grammar. But Weezy has been doing a good job flagging ones. So this one, actually, the title is I Need Bigger Dick in My Life.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. I love the show. I started listening a few weeks ago and can't get enough. My name is, we're going to call him Doug.
Okay, Doug.
Here is my issue. I'm a gay male, and I've been with my boyfriend for about a year. We live together, and the relationship is great. There is just one issue. I crave giving head to someone with a bigger dick. I'm primarily a top, but I love giving head. My boyfriend isn't the smallest in the world, but before I was wifed, I was living my best life as a single man. And if I wanted to suck a guy with a big dick, I was simply able to find one on Grindr. Now that my whole life has come to an end, I'm missing a big part, if you get what I mean. I brought up the idea of having a threesome if he was interested, but I think that would cause more problems in the relationship than it would solve. I don't want to cheat on him, but as I scroll through Tumblr and seeing all these lovely options, my mouth just begins to water. How do I go about solving this issue? By the way, no, I have not told him that I'm having these issues. I don't want to have him questioning his body. Thanks, I appreciate the help.
Okay, so you're a top who just likes to suck dick. First of all, you're a unicorn.
Wait, he's a unicorn? That's not...
Well, no, I think I just have... I've see, the problem... Once again, I'm just getting to a point where I'm starting to fuck better quality niggas because I'm just...
If you're fucking dudes, do you think that maybe you're too masked and they don't like to suck dick?
Yeah, I always fuck with like niggas that like really assume gender roles. So like, they like I'm a top, so I'm only eating ass. I don't suck dick. Blah 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 blah. And it'd be
so
like,
they'll eat ass but not suck dick.
Yeah, but the last
I
couple,
guess that's like
the last
pussy.
couple, but
it's pussy. They just eat.
Why? Because they're like lubing it up for themselves.
I don't fucking know. They weird. The niggas is weird. And
I watch a lot of gay porn and I do notice that. Like the top won't suck.
Yeah.
dick.
So sometimes, lately I've been fucking with dudes that like either are verse or they like to suck.
I guess
dick.
it is.
And I've also just finally gotten. For a long time I wasn't getting good. Like the M'Baku sucked my dick.
Okay. Yes.
Ooh, M'Baku sucked my dick and ate my ass. Like ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your advice for Doug?
So Doug,
look, this is a hard one.
I mean, Doug, is it really that serious? Like, do you gotta suck a big like?
I'll be honest with you.
Nah.
He didn't say it was small. He said it wasn't.
But I'll be honest with you. I have this issue when Felon Bay has been popping back into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
His dick is not as big as 24/7's.
Okay.
And I don't even have the urge to suck his dick because it is smaller. I do prefer sucking bigger dicks where I can use my hands. My mouth actually might hurt later. Like I like to have a nice sized dick. Like a little dick, you're moving.
See, and that's the thing.
It's not as arousing.
I was laughing.
Fair, I will agree. Depending on how. So
did he talk about at all if they would do it together or no?
Like do it, suck dick at the same time.
Because this is the thing. I really believe. I meant do it together like sucking on the nigga's dick, but I really believe like there's things we're gonna have to sacrifice for the people that we choose to be with. Like the dude that I don't have the biggest ass in the world, and chicks that he was with before had huge asses. Maybe he might miss that being with me, but the girl that we fucked last week had a huge ass, and we both enjoyed it together. Now, I don't think he gonna.
The one you pulled up sneezing porn with.
Yes, petty.
I just wanted to make sure this was the same girl. I'm sorry.
Like a set.
You petty.
With Sneezy. No, she had a big ass,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw his face, and I know he liked it, and I didn't feel
Yeah.
any type of way, because whatever, I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do? And I think that there's certain things that we might have to give up. If he got some good pussy, would you rather have that than a huge
Well,
fucking...
he's a top.
I know, if he's got good pussy, the dude he's fucking.
Yeah, the dude he got fucking has got good pussy, obviously.
Okay.
Like,
so
what's
you
the
gotta
problem?
like my thing.
What
Like,
if he couldn't take dick, or what if he wasn't good in bed, or what if he wasn't the power bottom? Like,
I want to know. I guess my thing for Doug is kind of like, is it really that like? And I get what you're saying. Like
he doesn't want to cheat. So to me, it sounded like he's getting to the point where
he wants to cheat.
He either wants to cheat because he also doesn't want to bring this issue up to his partner, because then his partner may feel insecure about his
Well, he don't have to say, like, I need a bigger dick. He could just say, let's bring someone over to have fun with, and then tell him that you want to have a big dick.
But like you said, you know your nigga. So his nigga,
like,
Doug's nigga,
that's what I'm saying. He ain't never say to me, your ass ain't big enough.
Oh, okay.
He talks about how great it is, even though I know he's lying. But
yes, that's a real one. I love a nigga that lie.
Oh my God,
a nigga that lie and tell you your ass
Matter
fat,
fact,
even
him
though
and
it
the girl
ain't.
was spanking me, and he was like, doesn't she have a nice ass? I'm like, nigga, shut up. Just stop talking. But that's the thing. You don't have to just fucking go out there and say it.
You don't
By
have
the
to
way,
say it.
I laughed when you mentioned Grindr, because when he said all I gotta do is go on Grindr to find a big dick, I felt like he set the 5 miles dick that's more
Wait,
than
is
7
there
and
dick
a half.
size
No,
on
but
Grindr?
that's what I thought about when he said it.
I was about to say, can you put your dick size on
No,
Grindr?
you can't. If Grindr adds that, if they add that shit is gonna be lit.
Hey.
But I think you can say hung or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I ain't been on Grindr in a while.
Oh, so now you don't know shit, nigga,
Right. I'm just
please.
saying, I ain't been on
But you
Grindr
sucking
no-
dick in cars, riding in cars with boys.
Married.
Yeah,
But-
petty back.
So I would say that's fine.
That's fine.
With your sneezing porn, watching that. Oh no. But I think to a certain degree, I get what you're saying. Where like the bigger the dick, usually, because you
I
ever
get
had a dick that was
aroused.
too big, too big.
I
to
talked
suck?
about it in a previous episode. I couldn't even get past the head.
Yeah, like a
And
dick
then it was
that's too
just like,
big
now I
to
feel like
suck.
I'm not even sucking it.
But I've had, so my thing is like I've been blessed because like I said, my ass is fickle. So I generally get boyfriend dick. So I generally get 6 to 8 inches. Which I'm so, like I said, I'm so thankful because like my ass is
8
fickle.
inches is considered boyfriend?
That's big.
You
That's a
bugging,
big
nigga.
dick.
What's boyfriend dick?
dick
That's the
like
better
dick
question.
that-
Thank you.
Yeah.
The only thing you said all day.
Boyfriend dick is average.
Great question.
That's like average. Average
Boyfriend,
dick.
yeah, average dick. Like,
It's
I
not-
thought
she's-
I didn't know you were gonna say up to 8 though.
well,
8 is big.
And you started
eight,
at 6.
no, what 8? What 8 is like on the bigger side of boyfriend dick.
So
but,
6 to 8.
but
Yeah, that's big.
6. So I mean, I prefer 6 to 7. Or actually, I prefer a good 6
7.
and a half.
A 7, yeah.
6 and a half. To
You could
7
take a
and half.
whole 8.
I can take 8.
I can take 8.
I can't
like
take
8.
more than 8.
I done
Okay,
had
to be
more than
fair,
8, and that
length
shit
is not a big deal like girth is, I guess.
And when you
I
have
prefer,
both, honey.
I prefer. Ooh,
Mm.
I like curves.
Oh God, I hate curved dicks.
Oh,
It just hits other walls that I'm
ain't-
not.
Ain't,
It just
ain't
doesn't
nothing
feel
like
right.
a curved dick.
Nigga,
honey.
I be sitting there curving with you like,
Yeah, like sliding in. What
Sitting
angle?
sideways.
What angle you need me to arch my ass at,
Oh
Zaddy?
no, I can't do the curved dicks. So okay, so I guess Doug, our advice is to go ahead and possibly just try to bring in a third,
Yeah.
and maybe vet that they're hung enough to arouse, to
honestly,
arouse
if
you.
you're
on
bringing
this.
in a third, it's just sex, right? And most times. So, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, like, send me pictures and sending them
Yeah.
dirty pictures back. But you should talk about maybe fantasizing about sucking dick together so you get to get it out of your system.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
the only
agree.
reason we had a threesome recently is because I needed pussy really bad.
I agree.
Fair.
I'm going to keep it real with you. I was like, I know
agree.
we not
Fair.
fucking other people, so let's get it.
So we're gonna get
Look,
into
agreed.
our last home mail, y'all. The last home mail is titled 4-way, 3-way. This
Okay.
again is for, I think it folds into our topic for this episode.
Okay.
So it says, "Hello, you beautiful ladies. First, I want to let you know how awesome I think you are. I am one of your 13 white listeners, and I think you both."
I'm
and
sorry that I gave that number. I want to
You did.
increase it to 26. Let's double
I
it.
think you both and the podcast is amazing. Horrible Decisions is woke and nasty and hella entertaining. It has definitely made my sex life better because I listen every day and think about sex even more.
Ooh, you
I'm a
little
hoe
hot-
from way
You little
Right.
whore.
I'm a hoe from way back, and my hoeing ways are reignited listening to the show. Thank you.
Come on.
One thing I want to say thank you for is opening my eyes to the unique problems that women of color face. I try really hard to be conscious of the issues that people come up against, and I wholly acknowledge my white privilege. But I never understood that women of color have a unique station that is different from men of color. One episode, you all were talking about something, and a light bulb went off. It was like, duh, and I felt foolish for not knowing it before. So thank you for that. I wish you would have let us know what we said. Anyways, here's the question. I do have a hoe mail question.
She is white. She spelled hoe without the E.
She spelled hoe without the E, honey. I've been with my husband for 14 years, and we have a great sex life. Kudos to you for 14 years.
I can
However,
get a nigga to stay with me for 14 days.
you
So real.
bitch. Hello.
14 years?
Hello.
Bitch, you are MVP. I'm amazed. Amazed for the second time today.
I am really interested in bringing guests into the bedroom. He is into the idea as well, and he has a hot friend that I want to fuck. My husband is turned on by the idea of watching his friend fuck me, and I'm pretty sure his friend is down. He's super flirty and handsy. Here's the problem. The friend is married. I'm bi, so I'd be down for group sex too. How do I/we get this orgy started? I feel like the wife is the biggest barrier to some hot action.
I really
Thanks.
like her question.
I
By
do
the way,
too.
I'm dying to know if
Yes.
her husband's black. Her last name is Watson, and I can never read that name
Oh, that's definitely black last
without thinking Randy Watson.
name. Yeah, no,
Fucking
that's
coming
definitely.
to America.
And I only know Black Watsons.
Me too. I don't know. My cousin, half of my side of my family's last name is Watts.
That's
Yeah.
what. So I
Well,
wasn't
Watts,
gonna read her
not
last
Watson.
name, but I was like, oh,
Watson.
that's a common black name. She'll be all right.
Yeah. So I think for this, I mean, it's kind of hard because I feel like maybe you should try to be more handsy and flirty with the wife.
Me too.
And try to see
Yeah.
what her reaction is to that before you try to make it a full on orgy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you got to make sure that the wife would
It's
even-
comfortable and approves.
So here's what a good idea would be: inviting them over for like a game night and getting the wife.
Twister bit. Or drunk poker or naked strip or strip
Okay,
spades or some shit.
Twister's a good idea, but I like the strip poker idea because
If she won't even take off her bra.
her bra, if she won't even take, not even the bra,
She won't take off her
because
shirt.
you could say, okay, down to bra and panties, strip poker.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. And then like, because you don't have to get fully naked. You could say down to bra and panties, and if she'd be into it, she'd be into it. Also, I think that orgies or four-ways aren't really that good if the woman isn't bi. Like, it's just like fucking with someone else in the room.
Yeah.
And in that case, you don't really want that. Well, she actually just wants to get fucked by her husband. Never mind.
Yeah, she definitely wants the husband involved. But she said
Damn,
she's bi,
but,
so she would.
Mrs. Watson, send us a picture of the couple. We ain't gonna share it, but I gotta know, bitch.
Yeah, I think that was good advice. I feel like, yeah, you should definitely make the woman feel comfortable. And the
Yeah,
fact that
see
you're
what she's
saying.
open
Is
to,
there any
yeah.
conversation that you guys think she should bring up once she's over there, or is there a way you guys think think she should start the dialogue.
To me, it bothers me that she said that the husband is flirty and handsy. And if you feel like the wife is a barrier, the wife cannot be liking how flirty and handsy that nigga is if he's that flirty and handsy with your ass. So you might need to take more of the attention off of the husband if you already feel like the husband is down, and maybe again show more attention to the wife.
Make a bitch feel special.
Make a bitch feel special. Hello.
Make me feel like you want this pussy, sis.
Yes. I think that's what you should do for sure.
On Instagram to see if I can find her, but there's a lot of them.
I don't know. I think that's definitely what you need to do. Have that conversation with your husband. Maybe even see if he's open to it first. You think he's open. See if he's open, because then maybe he can open her into doing it.
That's true.
So if you get him on board, maybe it's something that he can have a conversation with his wife to say, hey, let's try this out. Let's swing. Let's have and an orgy could sometimes scare someone off if they're not as hypersexual. Mm-hmm. So maybe saying it's couple swapping or swinging. Like,
I don't like the word orgy either.
Yeah, orgy.
I have a hard time multitasking, so I just wouldn't be good at it.
It's kind of like how fisting is more threatening than five fingers.
Wait, so no one thinks it's a bad idea for them to hook up with the husband's friend?
Alex, let me introduce you to where you are. And it is called Whoreible.
No, I'm just saying the fact that they're so close.
I mean, the husband said that he doesn't have a problem. It's his husband. It's her husband's friend.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're already flirting and the husband's down with it, no. Because this is the problem, right? This is the thing that you're bringing up right now is why people feel like they shouldn't have threesomes with friends. But there's something different with threesomes with friends. One person isn't in a relationship. They're both married.
So this keeps you from feeling like that third person that's maybe might fuck her better. They can't have anything going on. It's two married couples. So when it's
safer than a threesome friend.
Yeah, it's also safer than bringing someone in who's single.
Even though they could definitely cheat and do the same thing, they're not alone. They're not single.
Yeah,
and
it's a little safer.
So what am I gonna do? Karen gonna leave when Josh is also leaving, and they're just both randomly going somewhere by themselves? And hell no! And everybody already gonna be on high alert after the foursome.
Yeah, definitely a high alert.
This is safe.
I think that this is really
safe.
High alert.
High alert.
High alert. All right. So before we get out of here, do you want to go ahead and let our listeners know where they may find you?
Yes. Follow me, EatPrayThot. There is no O. There's a 0 instead because Instagram wouldn't let me do that. I am on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Music Play.
Yeah, how you on Spotify?
Right, nigga. We still pending.
Wait, really?
Still waiting on the fucking Spotify.
I think it's because we're disgusting.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
By the way, I want to co-sign your podcast really quick. I probably said in the beginning of this episode, but I was so impressed with the production value of it.
It's really good.
And I only say that because I feel like people will always tell us to listen to their shit. And it never sounds that good.
It's awful.
And your shit sounds like
Shout out to Ty at PVA.
It's amazing. It sounds like it's been around forever.
But yeah, check it out. He also has really good guests that come on. We were talking about it earlier. They're all well-educated Black women, Black men, people in the industry, publicists, PR editors.
Have you ever had sluts
just really
on,
successful?
Like I have thoughts on.
Or is it just you? Oh.
No. Usually, I mean, I told you I'm not even a real thought. I'm a thought ally.
Thought ally.
Yes, a thought ally. But it depends. Like everybody, usually talks about their thotty stories because it's always
that's like the end.
Yeah, because it's always like we gotta talk about thoughts. But like I said, to me, thought is just kind of a blanket term. Honestly, the way I best describe the podcast is it's a mix of Ilana Van Zant meets Little Kim. It's life lessons with Ilana Van Zant meets Little Kim.
Ilana Van Zant meets
Little Kim. So
now,
it's really just a focus.
If you guys follow his Instagram, EatPrayThot with the 0, he also has some really funny memes just like us. And I think we probably swap them back and forth sometimes.
We do.
Absolutely.
He has some great shit on there. So go check it out. And thank you so much for coming. I'm really
Thanks for having
me. Thank you. You're awesome.
Oh, by the way, I do want to say before he came in here, he was like, "Oh, I know Asante said he was the resident gay." But
Asante.
I want to be part of the team. I want to be the resident gay. Y'all also had
we still didn't get to do gay black fucking sex tips. We have not had a gay man give us sex tips yet.
I feel like you should have me and XD on because I love
XD.
XD did my podcast too.
I love XD. I listened to that episode.
Yeah.
I love
that was one of my favorites.
And he has some great stories.
Yeah, so I feel like you should get a panel. It should be me, XD, and
XD said one of my favorite things that has ever been said on this podcast, and he said that he likes weed from gay niggas because it got glitter in it.
I can't.
I hate him.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks,
again,
guys,
make
for
sure
having me.
you follow us everywhere on social media. We are on Instagram at horrible_decisions. We are on Twitter at horriblepod. And you can follow me everywhere at Full Court Pumps. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your support. This has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions.
Bye.
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 Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho.